this week's Throwdown, we have Miss the Lift Mike and Happy Harley demoing the workout.
Aw. We've got chest to bar, dumbbell walking lunge, and squat snatches.
We release these workouts right here on YouTube every Thursday at 1 p.m.
Join our entire community to practice the skill of competing.
Use the next 2 days to plan a strategy, grab some friends, and throw down on Saturday.
See where you stack up each week on our Throwdown leaderboard. It's free to sign up. Go to trainingthinktank.com/throwdown.
This week's throwdown is 4 rounds for time of 15 chest to bars, 30-foot, 1-arm dumbbell overhead walking lunge, and then each round, the number of squat snatches goes down, 16, 12, 8, 4, and the weight goes up.
Do not forget, we have a warm-up in the description down below. 2 standards of note: you have to switch arms on the walking lunge, and your judge can help you change the weight.
This week we have a dynamic duo of testing athletes to demo the workout. Mike and Harley. You guys know Mike. Harley just moved on site. Both of these athletes are a little bit stronger relative to how they are when it comes to endurance or enduring in longer Metcon
And
format.
really good-looking guys.
Yes.
All around great guys.
Thank you for saving me.
All around great guys. Let's go see their strategies.
My strategy is to move at a good pace in the beginning, not go too slow, but not too fast out the gate, because I think a lot of time can be made up on the second 2 bars of the snatch. If I can get to that bar still feeling pretty fresh, I can cycle it really fast and make up a lot of time there. So that's my goal, that's my strategy. Chest to bars have not felt the best. I had a lat injury a while back, so volume hasn't really been there. So I'm just gonna take those smooth, just move well, and just focus on moving the lunge and the barbell really fast.
How many licks to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
36.
So my strategy is to pace out that first couple bars. I think that the lighter bars are gonna be deceiving. And if you blow yourself up a little bit too early on, those heavy bars are gonna definitely waste a lot of time. So I think you can do better, or my goal is to do better in the heavier bars by pacing out the front half a little bit more.
How many licks to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
I think 42.
Very specific. And we're off.
Everyone's ready for Chris's questions now.
Yeah. We should have new ones every week.
That was a new one. Oh no, it
Well,
wasn't
no, he
last
asked you.
week. Yeah.
Yeah, come on now, Mia. He asked you the question.
All right, so they both decided for 1 break in the chest to bar set. And they're gonna get off pretty close to one another.
Yeah.
20 seconds, 21 seconds.
Breaking chest to bars, I mean, it doesn't hurt you, right? You're dropping down, jumping back up. Obviously, someone that's really good at chest to bars, they can just keep those unbroken. They probably won't affect the workout.
Harley has a faster lunge, but Mike's transition there basically put him right back in line with where Harley was. So that's something to consider when you're doing turnaround lunge steps like that.
Mike's like sneaky good with kettlebells and dumbbells and getting them into the other hand.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah, he's sneaky good at almost everything.
That is true.
Yeah.
So both of them start with touch and go.
I think that's smart
Yeah.
at this weight.
I will say, though, Harley did say in his strategy that he was going to chill and take it easy in his first round.
Yeah,
He
no
looks
one
like
means
he's
it.
flying. Yeah. This is...
At least I say it and I do it.
Hey, let me tell you the strategy that I'm not going to do in this workout.
Yeah, I think you can think about this like 17-3, where the first few bars are light. You can bank a lot of time. Obviously, you don't want to blow yourself up for that last bar and start missing, but I think it's worth doing touch and go sets, Mia, like you said.
Yeah, this bar is just, I feel like, a little bit too light to do singles.
Yeah.
Unless your 1 rep max is such that you're going to get capped in the workout.
Well,
If you
both
plan
of these
on-
guys are strong enough.
Yeah, if you're planning on finishing the workout, 95 pounds is going to be well under 50% of your 1 rep max. I feel like that singles is just not the appropriate strategy. Although Mike is going to singles now. We'll see how his
Well, he
strategy
did a couple
pans
big,
out.
yeah, a couple
Yeah,
big
he did some
touch
big
and go
sets. He could have planned that out leading into the chest to bar to let his grip relax a little bit.
So Harley finishes at 151, Mike finishes at 156. A little bit, I mean, they pretty much had the same strategy, except Harley just didn't go to singles at the end,
Yeah.
right?
So you and your judge can change the weight.
Only you and your judge.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll ever go back to the you have to change your own weights in competition.
I kind of like that because you have to strategize when to change them. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's not easy. Like if you're really blown up, it's hard to bend over and actually switch the weights out.
And you don't realize how much time can be saved by
Right.
doing it well.
Yeah.
Like by just getting the
It's a
plate
skill,
up
for sure.
on, yeah.
So both of them are breaking these up. You can see both of them bent over already too. To pace out those first 2 bars.
Yeah. Harley, you promised you were going to pace it.
Both of them are really good at chest to bar. Harley, I mean, he could probably do 50 or 60 unbroken chest to bars.
Yeah.
Mike is obviously with a lat injury, but he's always been pretty good at chest to bars and bar muscle ups.
Yeah, his initial lat injury, I feel like, was the regional team
2017,
right? And then it's just flared up a couple of times since there. Also, maybe a movement hazard there that when he moves his
So-
weight there, put it right in his lunge
This
lane.
lunge is 30 feet, and they're both switching arms, and I'm not saying that's wrong, but my thought process is you at least go 25 feet with one arm in other workouts, so maybe that's just kind of a waste of time.
Yeah.
You have to switch arms, never mind.
Yeah.
Mike says.
Mike is in the room and said you have to switch arms, so ignore
Great job
it.
following
Yeah.
the standard, guys.
I actually was going to say the same thing, but I was like, just keep it on the whole time.
Well, in that case, figure out how to switch it overhead versus bringing it down if you can.
Which they both did. So do what they did.
Did Harley do that? I
think
thought he
so,
brought
yeah.
it down.
No, I think Mike just did it much faster.
Yeah.
I think the grid experience that Mike had in the background, for those of you that don't know what grid is basically like interval team, CrossFit, sprint, heavy, kill
Full
yourself.
speed.
But in the process of learning how to do that, you just learn all of the little details of transitioning, switching hands, barbell cycling speed, and Mike has carried over those skills, and then now in kind of team settings of CrossFit or just fast CrossFit style workouts, even with maybe a little bit less fitness now, he's able to navigate workouts and take advantage of those little things that he does well.
That's just free time, right? Like, I mean, those skills are just definitely worthwhile if you want to be a high-level competitor.
So they both started with singles on this bar, which I also think is smart.
So 12 snatches at 225. What's the split? They're
135.
135. It took literally a minute 35 to do it?
No, I'm saying you said 225.
Oh, sorry.
135. We're all over the place. This is our second one that we've talked over today.
All right, let me ask that question. At 12 reps at 135 pounds, what's the split that it's taking them to get through that?
It was 120-ish for both of them there for 12 at 135. I actually, Mia, you just said singles is the way to go. I know that everyone's going to think I'm crazy, but for a high-level guy, I think, or girl, I would do touch and go. I would do at least 6 touch and go on this bar, and then fast singles, because again, you can really pull ahead, and then it's a race game then if this was like you're going against the guy next to you.
Yeah, I think if you're talking about an elite games individual male athlete, that they will touch and go some in that 135. I think when you get to 185, you're not going to see touch and goes much. What would be the female conversion? 125 is the
125.
third bar? Would you think you'd see?
I don't think many
most
people,
singles there.
like, I think of Cal, who's one of the strongest girls in the sport, and I don't think she would touch and go at that bar. It's not worth how long you have to hold on to the bar at that point.
But here's the thing with the 135-95 bar. If you think of 17-3, most of the best were doing some touch and go sets there to get out ahead, bank some time. Obviously, there was a 4-minute, then 8-minute clock or whatever it was. The other thing, too, is that 135, people are doing that for 30 touch and go and squat snatch Isabel, and it's not an issue. So why not do 6 really fast or 8 really fast and then calm yourself down for the 185 bar?
Yeah, I actually agree with you, even though I can't do it. So if I did this workout, I would still do singles, but I think for an elite caliber individual, that first and second bar are both touch and go, some of them, maybe not all of them, but touch and go some of them.
For me, I would be worried that if I did touch and go, I would blow up for the chest to bars or have to break those a lot more. So that's why I would break up the second bar.
It's only 60 total chest to bars in this workout, though. Something to consider. That's not really that high volume.
Mike is so strong. It's very impressive.
Harley's strong too, though.
Harley. Yeah. And his snatch looks really crisp there, too. Mike had a little bobble there. No issues for Harley's first rep. I do think that, looking at the two of them and knowing that where their training is, this is the bar that Mike could pull ahead on. It just depends if he has the capacity to do it right now. But watching Mike in the past do a 185 or 225-pound snatch, that's where most of his time's made up.
Yeah, I mean, a barbell cycling workout, even in the Open last year, the 20.4 workout, and pretty much every year, 19.2, he's getting into the final bar.
Yeah.
I think barbell cycling at heavyweights is generally one of his stronger suits. See how that plays out.
So Harley's basically, 1 rep behind for each of these.
Harley, a little miss there.
Yeah, probably just dove underneath it. The first few looked really good.
Yeah, pretty good composure. I mean, let's see how long the rest takes from a miss. I feel like a miss, not only is it lost time, but it's also like psychology of missing, knowing that you still have one more weight jump. That's really where the time suck happens when you start to miss.
Yeah.
His bounce back was pretty solid there.
Good job,
That was
20
a good,
seconds.
yeah, good rep.
If I have a miss like that at a lighter bar, I usually overpull the next one, and it's just then it takes a few reps to like get the smooth cadence
Yeah, it does
back
make
in.
it tough.
I was listening to a presentation that Adam gave that will be released at some point in the classroom, and he was saying that optimal weightlifting technique is putting the appropriate amount of force into the bar to successfully make the lift and put it where you need to put it.
I don't think I've ever done that.
Yeah, but it's an interesting concept that like a lot of people, like if you're snatching here at 185, you might be putting 205 pounds of pull into every single snatch, and over the course of added reps in CrossFit, that's a major issue.
Yeah.
If you're a weightlifter, probably not a major issue other than just getting your timing right, but in CrossFit, you're just bleeding energy by not being efficient.
Yeah.
So something to note here, Mike did not change one side of the bar, so I'm interested to see if he does it at some point or if Ryan does it.
So Mike has so far done 2 sets of chest bars, so he's breaking these up and doing a pretty long break here. I would say this is uncharacteristic Mike for just 15 reps in this style of workout. Maybe not though. Depends on my mood and how much I want to mentally berate him.
Yeah, if you're going to go 5s, especially if you're someone that's decent at chest bars, I think you just got to condense your rest times a little bit, especially if you know you're ahead. I mean, he was 44 seconds ahead after that snatch. You just got to try to stay ahead.
They're having some communication issues there. I'm not sure if Ryan's allowed to change both of his sides, but it looked like he was thinking about it and forgot or couldn't. Are there rules? Can
I
a
think
judge
the
do
judge
both
can
sides?
do all of it, yeah.
Okay, he's just sitting there and watching, I guess,
Well, he
to make
has
sure
to
that
also
the lunge.
judge him, yeah. So
All right, so Mike is getting to this last bar at 9:42.
I will say, so Harley made up some time. Obviously, they're in different parts of the workout, but Harley's chest bars were much shorter for 15 than Mike, so he made up probably 20 seconds there, and now he's about to get on his lunge. If he can catch up here off the lunge before Mike does a rep, then we're going to have a battle. We'll see what happens.
We're gonna have a battle.
Who's going to win?
So Mike finished at 9:42, and it's 10:12 now. So that's already been 30 seconds, and we haven't had an attempt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
but
I'm
he's-
Harley, I'm
he's
thinking,
looked at
okay, he
it.
hasn't tried yet, so I have a chance. All right, first rep for Mike. Clean enough?
Yeah, good enough. There was a little bit of recoil in that left arm. Looks like it bent a little bit. I'd say the bigger issue there is just the amount of time taken before that first lift. It was 40 seconds basically until first lift. Whereas Harley finished at 10:21. It's 10:41, so let's see if he kind of makes up time on his first lift here. Ooh, Mike, that 225 looks real heavy for Mike. All right,
Really
Harley's
clean rep
looks
for
solid,
Harley.
yeah. So Harley was 30 seconds before his first lift. So just the transition before first lift, Harley made up 10 seconds there. So something to consider. And approach to that second rep is way faster for Harley.
Oh, another really clean rep.
Yeah, real solid.
now Harley sees the light.
Yeah.
He
Man,
sees
that's like
an
putting
opportunity.
blood in the water of a
Yeah.
shark.
So it's tied up now.
Yep.
Harley, I mean, really good transitions here. They're only 15 to 20 seconds with a heavy bar like that's super
Yeah.
impressive.
He looks really smooth.
Yeah, his snatches look like they've progressed a lot.
Mike with his third.
Yeah,
Good save.
Little shoulder.
yeah,
E.
that's definitely not as crisp as I've ever seen Mike with his lifting, but it happens.
And
All
the
right,
finish.
Harley finishes, a little bit of celebration. Mike, hands on knees.
Last one, fast one, Mike.
Mike is in the room right now, so half giving commentary and half
Best
messing with
one
my
yet.
friend.
Good job, Mike.
Solid.
Good job, Harley.
That was a good battle.
Good race, guys. Project Pat finishes video off.
It's a wrap, you know what I'm saying? Your boy Project Patar in this thing, man. Hey, look, man, thank y'all for watching Training Think Tank's YouTube channel. Y'all hit that motherfucking subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? So y'all go ahead, man. Thank y'all for watching the channel, you know what I'm saying? Hit that motherfucking subscribe button, let it be known, what it be known, what it be known, you know what I'm saying? Patar.